Good information can be found on the internet outside journal databases and library books. As already discussed, some of this useful information is in government publications and other information put on the internet by knowledgeable sources. Other internet information, however, must be carefully analyzed for credibility. For this, we use the CRAP test. We look at currency, reliability, authority, and point of view. In the field of medicine, currency is especially important. How can you tell if the information on a page is up to date? If you are searching in a database, you can conveniently limit your searches to the latest information. On the internet, this is more difficult, and you must search for the date of information. This page from about.com is written by a person with a PhD, but there is no date at the top of the page to let us know when her research was performed. Here's the bottom of the page. There's no date on this page either. If you cannot find a date on a page in a website, you have no indication of the age of the information. It is never appropriate to cite an undated reference in a paper, or especially for patient education. Here is a website from the National Institute of Health. The date of publication is clearly shown at the bottom of the page. We assess reliability by reviewing the information and reviewing supports or references for the article on the website. We want to know what resources the author used or what work proves the correctness of the statements on the website. Just as you are required to tell your professor what resources you used in writing a paper, website authors should provide some indication of their sources. Review this page for references. There are none on this part of the page. This is the bottom of the page about St. John's wort. Not only does this page not have any references to authorities or studies, the author is soliciting information from readers as part of the information the author will put on this website. This should be a huge red flag for any reader. References are usually found at the end of the page in the form of a bibliography or a list of references. This page from the Mayo Clinic has a clearly marked list of references. Some resources, such as a hospital or medical institution websites, may not give a list of references, and those websites have to be assessed based on the authority or reputation of the institution to give that information. Another way of assessing a website is to actually assess the qualifications of the author. This information is usually found in a biography, CV, or the About Us page. You want to ask why the author is qualified to make statements on the subject. Are they qualified because of their degree? Are they qualified because of long experience or research they have performed? This website features the advice of Dr. Hlth Clark and her cures for cancer. This is the only page on the website describing Dr. Clark, and the author claims to give you everything you need to know about Dr. Clark. This page does not even say what kind of doctor Dr. Clark was. You should be able to tell from the high-flown language that this is not a credible website. Any website that is not based on measured and verifiable research is inappropriate for citing in a college paper. About Us pages are usually found in the masthead of the website. Click on it to read the biographies of the website authors and owners. If there is no About Us page or biography, you should question the authority of the website. Here, the authors are well educated in psychology, and the wife has a long history of psychotherapy practice. Their team is also backed by other psychologists and doctors who support this mental health website. Finally, we assess websites for their point of view. Just as you have to assess the news that you receive from the television or the newspaper for bias, you have to assess websites for bias. Does the author have an agenda? Do they want to persuade you or just inform you with the simple facts? What interests are they promoting? How can you tell? The authors on this website do not provide any information about the nature of their business on the first page of the website. By carefully searching through the website, you can see that the authors have a medication they are selling. The author will provide you with the name of a doctor in your area who will prescribe their medication. The only purpose of this website is to sell a product, not to give good information. The author is very interested in collecting your personal information, as indicated by the first page of the website. Websites that have advertisements that are closely related to their purpose should be closely examined. Does the financial relationship between the product and the website affect the content? This website from the American Heart Association presents information in a calm, factual way without extravagant claims or excessive emotion. It is free of advertisements and represents a well-known organization responsible for research in heart disease. Please remember to assess information on the Internet for currency. Is it up to date? Also, assess for reliability. Can the author back up his claims with research? Assess for authority. Is the author qualified to speak on the subject? And finally, assess for point of view. Does the author have a reliable point of view? Thank you for listening to this presentation. I hope that you gained some useful knowledge and that you will be able to more efficiently search for information in the library website and on the Internet. The ICC librarians want to make every student at ICC as successful as they can be. Please come to the library for any research needs you have and for any help you need for presentations. Check out the LibGuides. There are LibGuides for every subject that you can possibly study at ICC and for almost every question. Chat with a librarian online if you need help finding the right LibGuide or you need help searching in a database. The library hours are available on the library website. The North Library has hours every day of the week, and East Peoria Library is open Monday through Saturday, and the Downtown Library is open Monday through Friday. Please come visit us at the library. This is Rochelle Gridley at Illinois Central College Libraries.